There are several Black History pioneers that inspired me, not to just give credit to one, but each one has a very distinct story. And in learning their stories and their accomplishments, I just grabbed a piece of each, molded it to something that I wanted to be, and here I am now. Black history is extremely important because it gives youth a sense of accomplishment. You look at the accomplishments that occurred in history with African Americans, such as our first African American president, Barack Obama. You look at pioneers like Dr. Martin Luther King, and then Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman. The list goes on and on. And when you look at these accomplishments as a youth, it gives you a sense of urgency to want to do more. And then you look at Terrebonne Parish. Terrebonne Parish is a diverse community. You look at the history that occurred within Terrebonne Parish. I remember as a kid growing up, Mr. James Charles being named as the first superintendent. I remember Daniel Turner being named as the first fire chief. And just growing up as a kid, you're like, wow. I want to inspire to be someone great. I want to inspire to be the first something. Just a little story about myself going through college at Southern University. I wanted to be the Juan Pickett. Studied political science, wanted to go to law school, wanted to be a judge, but unfortunately that didn't work out, so I joined law enforcement. When I joined law enforcement with the police department, I remember the question being asked to me, where do you see yourself in 20 years? And the gentleman sitting at the end of the table in my interview said, he asked me the question, where do you see yourself in 20 years? And I looked at him and I said, sir, if you don't mind me asking, what's your position? And he said, I'm the chief of police. And I told him, I said, well, hopefully in 20 years, I'll see myself as the chief of police. And I must say in 20 years, I was named the first African-American police chief. But that was my second interview that I had with the police department. I was denied my first time, but the second, it didn't stop me. That denial didn't stop me. I kept pushing and pushing because I knew who I wanted to be. My name is Dana Coleman. I've been employed with the police department for 25 years in the capacity of police chief for approximately 4.5 years.